welcome to Top Flight RC Shop. On today's show, we're going to discuss the F-16 Falcon. This is the first production plane that I have built with this company that I have started as well. This plane is completely made of foam board. It does have two servos that control the ailerons and the elevators. It's running a 64mm ducted fan motor as well. This plane, particularly, I plan to use a 13 milliamp 3-cell LiPo battery or a Genesis battery, depending on which one I go with also. And also it's running a 40 amp speed control, which I will adjust according to how the first flight goes as well, which that video will be posted on my site as well as YouTube. Now, without further ado, let's get right into this plane as we have it right now. The dimensions on this plane roughly about 30.5 inches long and somewhere around 24-inch wingspan is that on that as well. It comes in at right a little bit under 32 grams weight, and that's weight with the battery, motor, servos, and all the wiring and the electrical components as well. So this is a fairly light plane. This is not an easy plane to fly, so if you are a first-time flyer, I wouldn't recommend a plane like this for you. I would prefer you to start out with something with a top-mounted wing. Later on in this year, I will come out with a top-mounted wing that I think will be more suitable for entry-level flyers as well. Now, this particular plane is painted in my grayscale with the custom logos. This is volume 1 of this particular plane, the first ever plane that I produced for production. As I stated, it is a lightweight, very fast plane as well. Some of the parts that I have used on it, I'm using two micro mini servos on the plane. Again, like I said, they control the ailerons and elevators on that as well. This is a 40 amp speed control ESC that I'm using on this particular plane as well. And then right now, this is a Genesis 3-cell 13 milliamp battery. I plan on may go up to a larger size battery depending on how this plane flies and how it's going to respond. I worked out the center of gravity very well on this particular plane. I did a glide test on it and it seems to glide pretty well. We're just getting ready to start the flight, and that video will be posted on my website as well as YouTube as well. Now, I did tell you I have two different versions of this plane on my website also. Right now you're looking at the standard military gray version. There is a Thunderbird edition, which I will show you later on this show. Now, also, what I'm using for the plane, I'm using these little micro control horns. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see them from the camera right there, but the little small micro control horn, fairly inexpensive. They break off if you crash them. Fairly inexpensive to reinstall them. I got them for $1.15 at the local hobby shop as well. I really like this plane. This plane is particularly popular at air shows. People tend to like the F-16 for some reason. I like it a lot. I can't wait to get this plane in the air as well. Oh, one other thing I like to use is a little E-flite battery charger. The reason I like this is because when you're at an airfield or at a local field flying your airplane and you don't have access to a power outlet to continually charge your battery, this just hooks right up to your battery terminal and you can charge your battery from here. Now, this works with a 3-cell and 2-cell battery as well, and it does have a bouncer on it, which is a pretty cool product as well. A lot of these parts I get them from Hobby Parts, which is a great source for low-cost electronics, and you'll find tons and tons of things on that site as well to help you in your builds also. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you the F-16 Thunderbird edition that I have made for this particular build as well. Now, this is the F-16 Thunderbird edition. As you can see, exact same plane, a little bit different paint scheme on it. This is a pretty cool paint scheme, simple design, simple build. Again, this is a very light plane. I expect it to be fairly fast, so if you are an entry-level flyer, I wouldn't recommend this plane for you. But this is a pretty cool plane. All these planes I built completely from scratch, starting with the blueprints all the way up to the graphics that you see on the plane, paint schemes, and so forth, and final assembly and flight on these particular planes as well. I love what I do. I love building airplanes. It's a fun hobby for me. don't consider this a job. This is just a fun hobby. And if I make money selling these planes, then so be it as well. Once again, I'd like to thank you for watching my show. I will update you with the next planes that will be up for build. You're going to be looking at the P-51 Mustang. As I stated in my first show, it's going to come in 3 different paint schemes. There's going to be a standard military gray, a green, and then there's going to be the Tuskegee Airman Red Tail Edition that you will see as well. So look forward to that to come on my show. Also, you can visit my site at www.topflightrcshop.com, and you can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/topflightrc. And also, these are going to be YouTube postings, so you can also find me on YouTube. Just look up any Top Flight RC1 and you'll find my web shows and so forth. If you have any questions or comment or would like to contact me, you can contact me at www.topflightrc@yahoo.com. Thank you very much.